Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Today we'll be learning how to make this simple A-line blouse in just a couple of minutes. Let's get started. So today we'll be making the A-line blouse, and for you to know the fabric to put on fold, you need to know the fullest measurements that you have on your bodies. It's either your hip or your bust, depending on whose the dress is. So for this measurement, the biggest measurement is the hip measurement, and the hip measurement is 40. 40 divided by 4 will give us 10 inches, but I've added an extra 4 inches and now I have 14 inches. Because it's a line, I need the extra allowance for it. Now the next thing I want to do is first to take my shoulder measurement. Notice that I didn't start from the selvage line. I don't want the writing on the fabric to show on my clothes, so I'm taking the shoulder measurement. Shoulder measurement for this customer is 15, and 15 will give me 7.5, but I'm adding the half inch to join the sleeve, so I've taken 8 inches here. I'm also going to take the standard 3 inches here, and then I'm going down on this line by 1 inch for my shoulder slant, and then I'll be joining that quickly together like this. Next up, I will want to take my chest line for this clothes. I'm using 9 inches as my chest line. The waistline is 16 inches, and then the hip line most times is between 8 to 10 inches from your waistline. For this particular outfit is 8 inches, so I'm going down from my 16 inches, which is my waist. I'm going to about 8 inches. Now I need to take the full length of this blouse. For this blouse I'm working with, the full length is 26 inches, and then I need to add my 1 inch hemming allowance for the blouse. So I'm just going to draw straight lines to connect all my vertical measurements. I hope we can see this clearly. Yes, and then my chest line. So next thing I want to do is take exactly what I took here on my chest line. Remember, we took 8 inches, so I'm going to be doing another 8 inches here, and then I'm connecting it together like so. Now to get my armhole curve, I need to measure this and get the midpoints. This is total of 8 inches and the midpoint is 4. On my midpoint, I'm coming in by 0.75. that is 3/4 of an inch. For example, if you start from here, 3/4 of an inch is here, so I'm going in by 3/4 of an inch like so, and I'm using my armhole curve to get the curve line like this. Get my armhole curve. I'll be drawing my back measurement, my back armhole as well on this fabric, so that we can, because we'll be replicating the same thing. The only difference would be the neckline and the armhole. So I'm going to take, for my back measurements, I'm coming in by only quarter of an inch, and then I'm going to draw that out now, so that when we are cutting out, we'll cut out the back first and then we can now cut the front. Okay, that's what I have for my neckline. For the back, I will just be going down by 2 inches, and for my neck width, I want to use 3.5. so I'm just taking half from where the slanted line started from, and I'm drawing this curve for my back neckline. For my front neckline, I want it to be 4 inches. The depth should be 4 inches. So this is my 4 inches, and then I'll just draw this out. Looking for the right angle. Yeah, here it is. So I'm drawing up my neckline, the front neckline. This is the front, that's the back, and this is the front armhole, that's the back. Next, I'm going to my bust line. The bust measurement I'm working with is 36 inches. That is 9 inches divided by 4. That's 36 inches divided by 4 give me 9 inches. I'm adding half inch as my ease allowance and then 1 inch for my sewing allowance. So I'm taking 10.5. I will be discountenancing my waist. I'm not going to use my waist measurement at all because I don't need my waist measurements. The next thing I want to do is on my hip line. The hip, remember I said is 40 and that is 10 inches. That's up to here, but because we're creating an A-line, we're adding 3 inches to the hip measurements and 1 inch as our sewing allowance. Now what I want to do is straight up connect this all the way like this, and that's our A shape already established. One last thing that I would like us to do is to go up here by 1 inch to avoid the sharp curve, a sharp point on the corner, and then I'm using my curve ruler to create this curve. Remember I said that we need 1 inch hemming allowance here. This is supposed to be our 1 inch hemming allowance, like so. And then we need to create the curve on the hemming allowance as well. This is 1 inch, so that's why I'm not going up again. I'm just creating the curve on the hemming allowance, like so. So this is what we have. And then next up, we need to cut out. I have added my shoulder joining allowance. So on the shoulder line, you want to come up by half of an inch like this. That's going to serve as your joining allowance to join your shoulders together. Now we'll cut out. I'm cutting out the back neckline, and please pay close attention to that. Don't make the mistake. So I'm following the back one first, and then we're going to be placing this to cut out the front. Done. So this is our A-line blouse. We'll be folding to get the back measurements because we're repeating the same this exact thing is what we're doing for the back. Remember, like I said, for the back measurement, we just need to do exactly the same thing. So I have used the pattern we created for the front to create the back. Exact same thing. Don't forget to mark the wrong side of your fabric so you don't make a mistake. Now this is the last thing we want to do. Remember, we use the back neckline initially to cut the front and the armhole. So I'm just cutting out the front armhole to make it deeper like we originally did, and then the front neckline is also deeper like so. Yep, and this is what we have for our A-line, simple A-line top. Next up is either you want to create a facing for this, or you want to use the bias to finish it off. And if you think this neckline is too small for you, please feel free to open your back pattern to incorporate a button to make the wearing easy for you. But this is basically how to cut the A-line top. So what you need to do to join it is to do this. Join your front and back together first on the shoulder line like so. Finish off the neckline, sew the sides, and then you want to double fold the edges, or you want to use a serger and then fold it and finish it off. If it's your first time of watching and you like this video, please don't forget to click the like button. Don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. If you would like me to show a video of how I stitch this, please comment in the comment section below. But I'm going to be using a Peter Pan collar to finish off my own neckline. If you'd like to see a video of how it's done, then I would like to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye.